British gas man has just left, and I was just saying to him, extending both our gratitude and everyone's gratitude for everyone who goes into people's homes. It's just crazy, isn't it? Is this coming through okay? Can you see me? Can you see this? Is it there? Doesn't look like it. Is the live chatting? Nothing wrong? Oh, it has come up, has it? Yeah. I was WB Mark. What does that mean? Hi again, Beth Williams. You can see it. Great, thank you. Nadia just told me she's sort of... So where were we? Yes, so I've also got someone in the drive doing a car thingy, so I might have to jump up for that, but it shouldn't take long. It's just a case of saying goodbye. It's very busy, and haven't cracked on, and that's Nanny Dye in the background. How are we all? I've done all of that. We've done all of the chat. Check out part 1 if you want the preamble and the pre-chat and the hellos and the goodbyes and all that kind of stuff. We were talking about London hospitals, weren't we? Welcome back, Emma. WB, welcome back. I like that. I love abbreviations. ASAP, AKA, PTC, TBC. I keep knocking my glasses. Look at these glasses that Nadia's got. See if these suit me. You all enjoying the Vlogmas? I feel like I'm doing panto when I do that. Everyone having a good time? Yeah. Look. Bit of Sue Pollard going on there. Heidi, hey campers. I don't know what accent that was. It was a great Vlogmas, wasn't it? I have to say, we really enjoyed Vlogmas this year. Bit of leopard skin. Don't know why. Leopard skin was hardwired into me from a young age as not being something particularly nice. I don't know why. I don't know whether it was only Fools and Horses. Was it Maureen or Marlene? Did she used to wear? I don't know. I always found it a bit... I know, it was Bette Lynch. Right, what's happening with London hospitals? London hospitals are finding themselves, or not all London hospitals, but University College Hospital, a number of hospitals in the regions, in the outer London boroughs, are finding themselves having to declare emergency incidents. And this means that they are unable to cope with everyday emergencies, separate to Corona. I mean, the thing that we mustn't forget is the NHS comes under huge pressure this time of year, and certainly into January, without COVID. This is just a difficult time of year. I mean, interestingly, one of the biggest statistics, and we were researching and developing a documentary about this years ago, which is that alcohol and just drinking in the run-up to Christmas and all of the kind of accidents and chaos, Tim Reed, this is appropriate to us, isn't it? All of the kind of multitude of different shit that goes down because of just drinking. I mean, social drinking, not even like, you know, just accidents, fights, domestics, all that kind of stuff goes through the roof, and the NHS is put under huge duress. So you've got that. Okay, that might be less this year, but actually drinking, as we know, and all that sort of behaviour is just being sort of, if you like, driven underground, marginalised, shoved into parks, shoved into houses, you know, and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, it's a time of year when the NHS is really struggling as it is. There's a broader question to ask: is a national health service ever really going to be capable of looking after the entire population? I mean, what it takes to look up, there has to be behavioural changes in a population in order for something as brilliant as the NHS to work. There has to be a sort of, you know, a two-way relationship there, doesn't there? I sometimes worry. That, you know, we are of the assumption that that you know, the NHS is there to sort of fix every single problem and dilemma we encounter or create for ourselves. Sorry, Tim, I didn't realise. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, it's not. I think there has to be a bit of a kind of a deal. You know, we have to strike our own deal. I mean, a bit like the government saying to us all, be responsible and be careful. I think that should be the case all the time with, you know, so for example, I really struggle with ideas, you know, of how the NHS can just keep sustaining, you know, dealing with all of the kind of excesses that we all indulge in, without there being any onus of responsibility on the government to encourage us and to educate us all as to what the impacts are of certain behaviours. Do you know what I mean? Miss P, we all have responsibility for our health, diet, exercise, smoking, etc. Sarah Elliott, do I think there'll be a new lockdown in New Year? I think absolutely there's going to be a new lockdown in New Year. Northern Ireland, as I say in the title, has started will be starting a 6-week lockdown from Boxing Day. That's really quite, it sounded excessive. When I saw it on the news last night, I was quite shocked by how big a deal that is. 6 weeks from Boxing Day. That is a huge, huge commitment and acknowledgement and recognition of what is to come. Mo Power, a ton of ambulances here at the hospital when I go to work. Where are you, Mo Power? I mean, yeah, hospitals, a number of London hospitals are already reporting that they're having to steer ambulances to other hospitals. The night, what's that? Xander, the Nightingale Hospital is whenever utilised. So what does that tell you? Is never. I mean, no, we're waiting to see that. But we're waiting to see whether the Nightingale Hospital will be used. I thought it was dismantled. I thought it was sort of taken down, or is it just left standing? Long Beach, Mopow. Wow. Well, I know California is going through absolute hell, isn't it? It's going through absolute hell. I think you had the highest number of cases yesterday, was it? Yet, or the day before? Sally Mistletoe, of course you can have a happy birthday. You love our vlogmases, and happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sally Mistletoe. What a beautiful surname. If it is your actual surname, happy birthday to you. Lorraine Lennox, I followed all the rules, but I will be seeing family as I'm a Scottish woman caught up twice in London lockdowns and not seen my 4-year-old grandson since March, missing him dreadfully. You know, again, it's just a case of if we are all seeing each other and we are all meeting, do it responsibly. I mean, I think, you know, yes, we all want to feel that we can have that payback and that payoff at the end of the year, but also just be responsible. I mean, I think, you know, it's a marathon, isn't it? Not a sprint. And it would be very different if we were hitting Christmas and there was no prospect of vaccination, no prospect of a recovery, all that kind of stuff. That would be a different, well, I mean, it would certainly not mean that we'd all just throw caution to the wind and go mad, but it would be a very depressing prospect, wouldn't it? Because we'd be doing all of this for Christmas and thinking, next year, regardless of even issues with, you know, implementing the vaccine, things will get easier. Audio has gone. I've lost sound. Oh dear, what's going on here? Let me put you on 4G. We've now it's back. Having all sorts of issues today. In a minute, something really annoying like Nanny Dye coming into the shot is going to completely. I mean, I've been trying to get this live done all morning, and look who's approaching. Wicket from the Return of the Jedi. How are you, Nanny Dye?
How are you all, guys?
Yeah.
Coping?
Yeah, coping. Eamon Holmes has just had a brilliant idea. 3-day bank holiday on the 24th, 25th and 26th of June to replace Christmas when people have had vaccine. That's a cracking idea, actually. Let's delay Christmas to the, what is it, the 24th, 25th and 26th of June, Mum. What do you think of that?
Oh, okay, yeah, sounds good. Well, except it's the middle of summer.
Well, yeah, but that's the point, because we can't have a proper Christmas. Delay it to the point where everyone's had a vaccine.
I think we're all making too much of Christmas. It's one Christmas.
Nanny Dye thinks we're making too... All right, well, then we'll take you home. Ah, face just dropped then. Her face just dropped then. Look.
Just saying. Tell your thoughts.
What?
Didn't mean it.
Don't do Christmas, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Imagine what Nanny Thelma would say of that.
Well, Nanny Thelma isn't here, I am.
I know. What's happened to your eye, Mum? Your eye looks mad.
This one.
No, your bruise has gone down, though.
It has, hasn't it? I'm trying to make it go down.
Oh.
Hi, everyone. Listen,
Hi.
I can't get over that. I keep moving.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
It is.
I agree with Nanny Dye, re-Christmas, says Miss P. Leggy Blonde Jen, we won't be vaccinated by the summer. Lorraine Lennox, everyone says hello, Mum. She's got, obviously, Nan's going to feature in the vlog. You're going to get all sorts of hilarity there. So we're going to be reviewing a movie called Mank today, or as Nanny Dye called it on a recent Skype call, have you seen Wank? It's Mank, starring Gary Oldman. It's a Netflix movie about the script writer of Citizen Kane. Probably quite a dry prospect for a lot of people. It's not a rip-roaring thriller for no to Mank, says Dearheart. I think a lot of people are saying no to Miss P says, let's hope it isn't a load of wank. Sorry, apologies to anyone of a nervous disposition. We do swear a lot on this channel, and we do say sudden things like cockwomble. We just do it. They come out from nowhere. I mean, literally. So hospital surge, high street slump, unsurprisingly. I mean, I was saying in the last live, I was out yesterday What was quite depressing about being out yesterday, as we were trying to kind of I was trying to nuzzle some of those kind of individual gift ideas, but also trying to keep some kind of, contribution going to small shops and all that kind of stuff. So many of the smaller shops, sadly, are closed. So many of the smaller shops are closed because, of course, they don't have the cash flow or even the kind of leverage to be able to stay open. So what I noticed was that all the stores you wanted to avoid had a sort of skeleton crew. But then most of those kind of niche independent stores, places like my little comic store, which is near Leicester Square, they're all kind of struggling, So, so these stories, so the high street really contracting, online really expanding. These were tendencies that were already happening before the crisis, and I think these are tendencies that will carry on. Though, I do think, I was saying to a friend of mine who runs a shop in central London, I was saying that I do actually think, do you think there might be, a bit like there's been a resurgence in buying vinyl for music lovers? Okay, not people who aren't into music that much, but music lovers, there's a resurgence of buying records, albums, vinyl, right? A sort of push back to the analog. Do you think there might be a pushback to the joy of going into shops? Because I felt that a little bit yesterday. When I could go in somewhere, I feel there's a feeling of this is retro, this is new, this is different. I want to relish this experience more. Do you think? I think so. I don't buy this idea that online will just keep expanding and expanding and expanding. I think people will crave the human experience, the interpersonal human experience. What do you think? That's what I think. I don't care what you think. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Christmas bubbles could lead to an unrelenting tsunami of COVID cases, top nurse warns. Brits will be allowed to form a bubble of up to 3 households between 23rd and 27th of December, regardless of tier. But Dame Donna Kinnair, Chief Executive and General Secretary of the Royal College of Nursing, said the relaxation of rules would undoubtedly lead to more cases. I don't think it's not rocket science to pretty much safely predict it's going to be a total clusterfuck in the interim, not just between Christmas and New Year, because I think the full whack isn't going to come until after New Year. The idea that everyone's going to have fun at Christmas and not have fun at New Year's is utterly preposterous. And I don't use the word preposterous too often. Do you, Mum?
How preposterous is it?
I think it's utterly preposterous to think that most people, because actually I think around Christmas a lot of people will enact elements of, well, a lot of people don't want to go completely batshit crazy at Christmas because there are kiddies around and there are elders around, and so they don't want to sort of embarrass themselves or worry other members of the family. Do they, Mum?
No, exactly.
Like you. I mean, you would never want to fall asleep with a bottle of gin in your hand, would you?
No.
We'd all worry about it, and we'd stop that, wouldn't we, Mum?
You definitely would.
Yeah, we would.
Yes.
And if you saw your kids, your grandchildren all off their tits drinking, you would be horrified with Christmas.
Utterly horrified.
Exactly. So that's what I mean. So I think New Year's, it's going to be the moment where everyone who couldn't unleash the beast at Christmas will unleash the beast at New Year's Eve.
Which beast are you talking about?
The beast of just having fun, Mum.
Oh, okay. Unfortunately, that often includes alcohol.
The party beast, Mum.
Yeah, okay.
Are you going to just sit off frame?
Well, I've got nowhere to do.
I'm about to do the first of 4 quiz of the year.
Now?
Yeah, why don't you come and sit next to me and see if you can answer any of them?
Oh, okay. Hold on.
I'll do it. Nanny Dye's tiny little frame can't deal with chairs. I'm going to sit on this side because I never get to sit on this side.
Yeah, okay.
And don't say anything about what we've sorted upstairs because that's a surprise coming in the vlog.
I don't even know what you've sorted up.
Well, in terms of where you are.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
I'm not
no.
really. I'm not really.
Oh, look.
What?
Look at that. She's so tiny teeny. Oh, are you going to unleash your beast?
Christmas. I don't like that phrase. It sounds sort of vaguely sexual and horrible.
Unleash the beast.
Yes.
What do you think of the phrase cockwomble?
What does that mean? I don't understand. Cockwomble.
Cockwomble.
Cockwomble, as in a cock. Womble.
You make it sound like Gokwan or something. Cockwomble. He's a chef.
Okay.
Cockwomble.
It's not his fault, it's his name then.
No. Have you heard of Weed Farter?
Oh, shut up. So silly.
Moofed Ivor.
That's
Have you heard
enough.
of
It's
Moofed
enough.
Ivor?
You never know when to stop.
Moofed Ivor.
Come on then, where's the quiz?
It's coming.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we just thought we'd sit and say hello.
Oh,
now, what
hello.
Nanny Dye's going to do is she's going to eat that horrendous concoction, which looks like Weetabix mushed up.
It is.
Where did you find the Weetabix?
I brought it from home.
You brought Weetabix from home. What's wrong with that organic oats?
They're not very good for my teeth.
Oats?
Well, organic oats.
How mushed do you need food?
Pretty much. Subs, this is a dreadful thing to say. I hope nobody's in the same state as me. I need very mushed up food these days. Not as mushed up as this.
Are you at the
but
point...
I quite like Weetabix anyway.
Are you
You've never got Weetabix.
I hate Weetabix.
I know, everybody hates it here.
Hate it.
I don't know how anybody can hate it.
Oh, they're horrible.
Well, they're not if you had honey, but I can't find your honey.
Horrible.
All right. Don't have to eat it.
Oh, Weetabix.
Oh, blimey, who knew you was this worst?
Weetabix. Hate the Weetabix.
Go and do that. Oh, Weetabix.
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 That's almost an exercise.
Say hello to N. Higgins, 73.
N. Higgins, you mean that's the age that the person is?
That's just their name.
Oh, hello, N. Higgins, 73. Hi.
Sing their name.
N. Higgins, 73.
There you go. It's better than Nadia, isn't it? Singing your name out. Okay, so let's have a look at the quiz of the year. Hit the thumbs up, guys, if you'd like Nanny Dye to be here for the quiz of the year.
Oh,
What did you tell
what
everyone?
happens if they don't? Then I have to go off with my
Everyone
tail
loved
between my legs.
my fix of the Robin.
Yes. Were any bird watchers involved in loving the robin fix, or did they find that was sacrilege? Do you know the robin is supposedly in many public tests is the most popular bird with the public?
Is it?
Yeah.
But did you know it's one of the angriest little birds?
I knew that. Yeah, I told you that.
Apparently, the redder its breast, the angrier it is.
And the more sexual. It's saying, keep away, keep away. This is my territory.
I must admit, I once went into the garden and found a robin rutting with my trowel. It was really odd.
away.
It was an odd image. Yeah.
You know what happened?
It was a trowel attack.
Do you know what happened in Shadwell, Subs?
What happened in Shadwell,
I was
Mum?
going down, trying to queue to get into the chemist. Then next to me, there's a chicken shop, and all the kids were waiting to go in the dinner time. It was a huge long queue, and second from the front of the queue was a pigeon standing in the queue. And then as the queue moved forward, the pigeon moved forward, and then it literally went into the shop. And
Oh,
I thought,
bizarre.
my God.
They did it by a bottle of fizzy water.
Pigeons have got so intelligent that they now queue up to get into chicken shops.
How amazing. They are territorial. Yeah, I mean, one ran at me.
They are pretty intelligent.
I mean, the last time, I seem to remember once in Soho being rugby tackled by a robin. It was
The
really,
robin?
yeah,
Or a
robin.
pigeon?
No, rugby tackled me. Literally, went for my waist, took me down. I was on the floor struggling. Its red breast was all in my face. It was terrible.
Have you told the subs about? Sorry, excuse me, talking in the mouthful. Have you told the subs about what's going to the garden centre?
No, because that's in Vlogmas, isn't it?
Am I spoiling something?
All she does is spoil everything. She's a spoiler.
Have you heard about subs? Have you heard about this new film called Wank? And it's very, very bad that it's called Wank, but it is called Wank.
It's
And
not,
that's
it's called
probably
Mank.
The most interesting thing about
It's
it.
not actually called Wank, it's called Mank.
But what a stupid name, eh?
It's just an abbreviation of it. You think they would have put that through a sort of audience test, wouldn't you?
I think that's when Hollywood and Netflix and whoever's released it is totally up their own arse.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mank the Wank.
yeah.
Manker the Wanker. Okay, well, here's some questions.
Here's some questions.
So, quiz of the year, part one. Can you even remember January? 2020 started as it was to go on. The World Health Organization put itself on an emergency footing to deal with a potential outbreak of what proved to be coronavirus. But on what date did the WHO say there was a pandemic? 30th of January, 24th of February, or 11th of March? Dear Hearts had a very angry response to that.
To which?
To Mank. I ain't watching that tripe.
Oh, well, I don't disagree, except I've already watched it.
What do you reckon? March, January, or February? 11th of March, people. So what would you say, Mum?
I'd say the 11th of March.
Would you? I'd say it was February. But let's have a look. 11th of March. You're all right.
Yeah.
I thought we were... So we hesitated in our lockdown for 5 days, did we? Or was it 5 days or 6 days or whatever? So it was March. Oh, there we go. One of the few major sporting events to go ahead as normal was the Australian Open. Packed crowds saw Serbia's Novak Djokovic win a record 8th title.
Everything.
But who won the women's singles?
Oh,
Was it Naomi Osaka, Garbine Muguruza, or Sophia Kenin of the USA?
Who knows the answer to
I'm going to
this?
say Naomi Osaka. No.
No, I was going to say the top one. You went too
Oh,
fast.
sorry, I just went too fast. What
Went
did you
too
all say?
fast,
Sophia Kenin of the USA. Well done, guys.
That's
Okay,
not a
I'll
reasonable
hesitate with
question.
this one. Tributes were paid to Monty Python actor and director Terry
Oh.
Jones, who died 77.
Did it?
He was
Oh,
credited with some of the group's funniest lines, but which of the following lines wasn't Terry Jones's? Better get a bucket, I'm going to throw up. He's not the Messiah, he's a very naughty
That's
boy.
very funny.
He's not the Messiah, he's a very naughty boy. Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries.
That sounds like you, the sort of thing.
Yeah. Which one of those was not his line?
Maybe against type. Maybe it's actually the Messiah one, and we've always thought it was him.
Well, he says it, isn't he the one who says it?
Yeah.
So
yeah, because
probably.
he's playing his mother.
Oh, what do you think, guys? Do you think it's the Messiah?
I think it's the middle one.
Oh, lots of people saying hamster. Lots of people saying 3.
Oh.
It was, well
three.
done.
Well
Your mother was a
done.
hamster and your father smelt of elderberries. Wasn't that the one where the French, was that the Holy Grail where the French were shouting insults
Who
from
knows?
the top of the castle? Well, I like to get these references right.
I know you do.
Billie Eilish was a big hit at the Grammys, becoming the youngest winner in all 4 main categories. But which singer was mistaken for one of the members of the public used to fill seats when invited guests were absent? I remember this. Was it Lewis Capaldi, Lizzo, or Taylor Swift? So which of those was mistaken as a member of the public that they used to fill seats? You know when famous people stand up?
No, I know exactly.
Lewis
but I don't know the
Capaldi,
answer.
Lizzo, or Taylor Swift?
The only one I really know is
Not
the bottom one.
Beyonce,
It's not
dear
Taylor
heart. You're being
Swift.
very, very cheeky.
So I'm
dear
going to
heart.
say
You're going to have to go to the back
Lizzo.
of the clock. You have to stand out in the corridor.
I'm going to say Lizzo.
Lizzo. Lots of people up there have got it. It is, of course, Lewis Capaldi.
Oh, I know. I didn't. Oh God, look at this. Is that what he looks like?
Yeah, he's lovely. The UK left the European Union on 31st of January, a date marked both by Brexit parties and candlelit vigils. Symbolic changes included the reintroduction of blue passports and a newly minted 50p piece. But what was the latter's inscription? What does the 50p pence piece to celebrate our departure from Brexit say? Peace, prosperity and friendship with all nations.
I hope not.
Through concord, kingdoms flourish.
Oh,
Not the plane, obviously.
No.
True am I to my country.
Oh God, I hope it's not the bottom one because that's like National Front. I'm going to go for the middle one.
Through concord, kingdom. What do
Yeah.
you reckon? What do you all reckon, guys? B, 3, first 1, B, 2. Oh, lots of people saying the peace, prosperity, and friendship with all nations. Isn't that Star Trek? I think that might be Star Trek.
Yeah, I know. It's
What's the majority? What are you saying, Mum?
I'm going to say in the second one.
Second one. It's the top one.
It's the
Peace,
top
prosperity, and friendship with all nations. That's nice.
It's nice to know they've learned something from Star Trek.
It is nice to see that Star Trek's had an influence to some
Yeah.
capacity. It was a bit worrying, though, wasn't it, when Boris landed in Brussels for his Brexit meetings and he went nanu nanu. No, that's Mork and Mindy, isn't it? Nanu nanu.
Yeah, no, he started getting hold of people.
Yeah,
And they kept falling
he
to
was
the
doing
ground.
the Spock, yeah, the Vulcan. Was it the Vulcan shoulder crush?
I think, am I on my own in thinking that, what's the name? The leader of the German people. What's her name?
Oh God, completely forgot. It's gone out. What's her name?
You know who I mean?
Yes, the Chancellor,
The Chancellor of
Angela Merkel.
Angela Merkel should be Prime Minister of the world.
Oh, crikey, do you?
Yeah,
Angela
because
Merkel.
she's the only one that's got any sense.
A dramatic year in US politics saw House Speaker Nancy Pelosi tear up Donald Trump's State of the Union address.
Yes,
A day before the Senate cleared him of abuse of power. But which Republican voted with the Democrats to convict? Utah Senator Mitt Romney, Alaska Senator Lisa Murkowski, or Maine Senator Susan Collins?
Oh. I would literally just be guessing. Isn't
Mitt Romney. I was going
Mitt
to say
Romney,
Mitt
yeah,
Romney.
Mitt
He's
Romney.
kind of the only one. Mitt
Yeah,
Romney.
okay. Oh,
He
blimey,
looks
like the devil. Doesn't he?
It's a very unflattering photo of him looking like that, as if he's about to bite people's
He
necks.
does. He looks like a vampire.
Christina Koch touched down on Earth after 328 days on the International Space Station, having set a
on.
record for the longest space flight by a woman. But what other record is hers?
Did that happen this year?
Yeah.
How can I have missed that?
What other record was hers? Being part of the first all-female spacewalk, longest cumulative time in space of any US astronaut, or longest single spacewalk?
I think it was starting a women's group in space.
First feminist meeting in space.
Yes.
You need to be, me and Xander think you're a bit of an urban astronaut.
Yeah.
You head off with your little backpack. You need sort of jet-powered backpack.
I've got them upstairs.
Oh, have you? Good. What do we reckon? No, longest spacewalk?
Oh,
A
I
lot of
don't
people
know.
saying longest spacewalk. No,
First
it's
one
being
out there.
part of the first all-female spacewalk.
She's very in pain there.
Well, I would be if I'd landed on Earth hard. Among the tributes, tragically, to basketball great Kobe Bryant, who was killed alongside daughter Gianna, 13, and 7 others, was this outfit... Sorry, among the tributes to basketball great Kobe Bryant, who was killed alongside daughter and 7 others in a helicopter crash, was this outfit worn at the Oscar ceremonies in Los Angeles, but who wore it? I'm going to show you the outfit. So this was worn, terribly grammatically structured sentence there,
Whoa.
BBC. So I'm just going to show you, that
Yeah.
was worn at the Oscars, but who wore it?
Samuel
I know
Jackson.
this. Spike Lee, Samuel L. Jackson, or Jamie Foxx.
Samuel Jackson.
Who wore it at the
He's in my
Oscars?
big good books at the moment.
Samuel
I feel
Jackson?
Like we're mates. Samuel Jackson.
Or Spike Lee as A, or Jamie
It could
Foxx?
easily be
I'm
Spike Lee.
saying Spike Lee.
Yeah. Oh, well done, you.
I was right. Because
Yeah.
I remember.
Look,
seeing
his
it.
bow tie's as big
I
as
know,
he
he's
is.
sweet, isn't he? A British Airways Boeing 747,
He's a
like
big
the one
into
above, was said to have made the fastest subsonic New York to London journey. But what was the name of the storm that helped it beat the 5-hour mark? You know, the 5 hours to get to New York. That's quicker than it sometimes takes to get to your
The
flat.
Russians were chasing it, and it's like, zoom.
It's faster than it takes to get to your flat sometimes.
I know.
Was it Storm Brendan, Kiara, or Dennis?
It's not going to be Dennis.
I think it
surely.
might be Dennis, because I think I called it Derek.
I'm going to go for Kiara because I like the name.
What do you think, guys? Is it Storm Brendan, Kiara, or Dennis? Lots of people saying Dennis. Number
Dennis.
3.
I'm going to change my mind for
Okay,
Dennis.
I'm saying Dennis. No, it was Kiara.
I said Kiara. This has turned into mush.
That's what Weetabix does.
It's not very nice.
East Africa was hit by its worst locust invasion for
locusts.
25 years, and it wasn't the only region affected. But when Pakistan declared an emergency caused by the insects, what did China reportedly offer to send to help tackle the swarm? Chickens, ducks, or owls?
I should think about this logically with my knowledge of birds and think
So
which
which
one,
one?
of those...
Which of the? Well, owls presumably go for something a bit bigger than locusts.
And also, you can't get owls all together.
Chickens are unable to fly and catch them.
Chickens can fly.
Well, yeah, but I've never
ducks,
seen.
I'm going to say
I'm going to
ducks.
say ducks. Would you say ducks? Owls, people are saying. I'm saying ducks. We're right.
Ducks, yes, thank you.
I think they have the capacity to fly and catch more than a chicken that's kind of really concentrating on
And
flying.
owls, you wouldn't
I
get.
thought you were farting then.
You wouldn't get an owl. Oh, here we go.
The Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Harry and Meghan, stepped back from royal engagements and said they would become financially independent. But Prince Harry didn't finish duties as a working royal before recording a charity record with which singer? John Bon Jovi, Dave Grohl, or Sir Elton John?
Sir Elton John.
Do you think?
I don't know.
Who do you think, guys? Sir Elton John, Dave Grohl, John Bon Jovi. I interviewed John Bon Jovi once. He was a lot of yellow hair.
Was he?
A lot of yellow hair.
I
A very
don't know the
tiny
middle one.
body. It was
Who's
like
the-
you with an enormous mane.
Okay, who's the middle one?
Dave Grohl.
Don't know who he is.
Sir Elton John or Dave Grohl?
I'm going to say
Dave.
Sir Elton John.
No, it was John Bon
John
Jovi.
Bon Jovi. Wrong, they're telling us here.
But Foo Fighters singer Dave Grohl, it was not.
Oh, Foo Fighter.
Next. Last two, guys, last two.
Okay.
The sight of football being played in empty stadiums has become commonplace as coronavirus restrictions across the world prevent fans attending. But who contested the last match in England's Premier League played in front of fans? So who played in the last match in which fans were allowed? Leicester v Aston Villa, Liverpool v Bournemouth, or Manchester City v Arsenal?
I'm going to say the last one because I think it might be Arsenal.
Do you think?
No, I don't know, but I'm thinking it might be.
Leggy Blonde Jen says A, Leicester City v Aston Villa. Come on, guys, what do you reckon? Oh, Liverpool, Man City. Oh, look, yeah, lots of. I'm saying Manchester City and Arsenal. No, it's Leicester City and Aston Villa.
Well done, you guys.
But a lot of people went 3 ways with that. It's a very hard one. Last question of this part of the end of year. Oh, Mum, it's a painting one.
Oh, it's painting.
On the 30th of March, thieves stole the painting Spring Garden from the Singer-Laren Museum in the Netherlands. Some estimates put its value at 5 million. But who painted it?
blimey, I
Let me
don't
show
know.
you it. Was it Gauguin, Rembrandt, or Van Gogh?
It's not Gauguin.
It doesn't look like. I think
It's Rembrandt.
it's got to be Rembrandt. Guys,
Can I just see it one more?
Or is it a bit of a trick question? Could it be
It
Van
might
Gogh?
be. No, it's Rembrandt. Oh, it could be Van Gogh. Early. No, I don't
Early
know.
Van Gogh. Oh, don't just say I don't know. What would you do in an
Go
exam?
Go Rembrandt.
You're going Rembrandt?
Going Rembrandt.
Where are you going, guys?
Although I've never seen a painting like that by Rembrandt. Have you?
It's Van Gogh.
It is Van Gogh. Well, we knew
No,
that.
hang on a minute. It says Van Gogh, but 53. Oh, I see. No, Van Gogh. Right.
Oh,
yeah.
Van Gogh.
Oh no, it says Van Gogh. Yes, it was Van Gogh.
Okay.
The work was on loan from the Groninger Museum.
Okay.
Well, there you go. When we were all in a terrible state and dealing with coronavirus, I think the last thing on our agendas was whether the Spring Garden or Parsonage Garden in Newton had been stolen.
It was big on mine.
I bet it wasn't.
It clearly wasn't.
So, guys, here's the thing. Things are just going to get a whole much more dramatic and silly, and the should we, shouldn't we of Christmas is going to keep rumbling. Please, everyone, just make sensible decisions. Be safe. Be responsible. Refrain from licking each other's foreheads. Where you can, reduce your footfall and all that malarkey. I'm talking as if we're never going to see you again, but we are. Vlogmas is landing later, and there could be a green-fingered hell coming any minute now. All right, lots of love, guys. Have a lovely day, and thanks for holding on until after the gas man went.